Hey, what's up? What's poppin'? It's XO, and in this video I'll be showing you guys a really simple scalping strategy that you can use to make $500 plus every single day, and that can help you grow a small forex trading account. Enjoy the video. So real quick, if you want to trade with me live every single day, click the link in the description to join my free VIP Telegram group. And also, only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you end up liking this video, please make sure to subscribe. It's free, you can always unsubscribe. And don't forget to like and share this video to have this video rank in the YouTube algorithm. And yeah guys, so this strategy is going to be really easy to understand, that if you can trade it correctly, you can actually take a small account like $10, $20, $100 to a significantly high amount of money. And this strategy is very simple guys. It's really easy to understand, and if you can stay disciplined and trade this exact strategy in your trading account, then you'll see the result. Like, you'll see the difference in your trading results, and your account balance is going to increase for sure, because this is a small account trading strategy. All right, so the first thing first is you actually need to use the 200 exponential moving average line on your chart. All right, and you need to have a basic understanding of the candlesticks and how this watch list works, so that you need a lot of pairs to trade this, because if you're just waiting on one single currency pair, then it's gonna be a little difficult to stay disciplined, because you would like to want to jump the gun and take random trades. But so if you can just scout through every currency pair you have and look for the best setup, then this is gonna be great. So let me just jump in straight into this strategy. All right, so criteria number one is you have to wait for a breakout of the 200 EMA line after a strong trend. As you can see at this point, the market went up in a strong trend, or should I even start with this one? You said that the market is in a strong downtrend, and then it broke out of the 200 EMA line. So now at this point, I am waiting for something. I'm waiting for a retracement. All right, so let's say we saw this breakout and we saw this retracement. All right, we saw this retracement candlestick. So I am basically looking for a big retracement. So this candlestick is just only a two-body candlestick retracement, which is too small, and I won't take this trade. All right, so I'm looking for a big retracement like this candlestick. You can see the momentum of this push to the downside, and once I see this push to the downside, maybe this 1 2 3 4 5, because now it's a big push. All right, so what I'll do is, once I start seeing this push 1 2 3 4, then I'll bring out my Fibonacci retracement tool and draw it from this point. This is the point where the market actually went straight up and broke out of the 200 EMA line. So I will bring out my Fibonacci retracement tool and draw it from this point straight up to that point, the highest point where the market got to, or the bodies. It depends on how you want to trade. It's not a must to draw it on the wicks or on the highest point, or I don't know, that just draw the Fibonacci retracement tool to at least this point. Like, okay, let me just be realistic, I will draw it to this point. All right, so it's not necessary. You can put it at this point if you want to, but let's just make it plain and simple. So I'm looking for an entry on the 50, the 30, 38, or the 61.8 zone. So any of these three levels, I'm looking for an entry. So, and as you can see at this point, an entry occurred in between the 30 and the 50 zone. All right, so at this point you can see that we've got an entry at this point. So the market got to this point doesn't mean like we just jump into the trade blindly. So we need to wait for a price action entry pattern. And what is that price action? So if you actually trade with me on this channel, if you actually watch my trading videos, and if you've seen me trade live on my Telegram group, which you can go join for free. It's free. So guys, the first link in the description is actually it's my free Telegram group. You can go and join for free. So if you trade with me, you see that I always like to take my entries on an engulfing candlestick, and right here we can see a beautiful engulfing candlestick. So you can decide to take your trades on maybe using the ATL. So let's bring out my ATL. So this is my ATL. So you can decide to take a trade after this. You don't just have to decide, you have to take your trade after an engulfing candlestick. So what is the ATL value of this engulfing candlestick? Is 39. So you pull out your calculator and you 39 times 1.5 is a 58.5. So approximately a 59 pip stop for a buy, and I recommend a 1 to 1.5 because it's a scalp and you don't want to stretch it too long because it's a scalp. And one thing about this is you have to get in and get out of the market really quick. So if you want to maybe trail your stops, maybe after it hits a 1 to 1, then you move it to break even, and once it hits a 1 to 1.5, then you can close out the entire trade, or you can just keep trailing it maybe to this point and just keep trailing it till maybe if you want to take a 10 to 1, I don't know, it's up to you. So that is just the basic, that is how I trade this strategy. So, and let's use this other example. So you can see that the market is actually above the 200 EMA line, and then it finally broke out of the 200 EMA line. So I'll be looking to take my trade after a retracement. So after seeing this strong retracement, I will bring out my Fibonacci retracement tool and draw it from this point straight down to that point, to this point. All right, so the market didn't get close to the 30 or the 50 or the 61.8. So at this point, guys, you need to be really smart with this strategy. So at this point, the 61.8 zone is way outside the 200 EMA line. I forgot to mention this. You have to take your trades below the 200 EMA line. Alright, so the 61.8 zone is absolutely out of our league right now because it's above the 200 EMA line. So we're looking to take our trades only on the 38 zone, because as you can see, the 50 zone is outside, the 61.8 zone is outside. So I'm looking to take the trade only on the 38 zone. So at this point, the market didn't come back, so it just kept going up, down and up, and finally it got to that point, the 38 zone, and then we are waiting for an engulfing candlestick, which happened at this point. So what is the ATL value of this candlestick? Obviously it's 23 stop and a 1 to 1.5. So clearly this was a beautiful win. Like I said, once it achieves a 1 to 1, then you move it to break even, and then once it hits a 1 to 1.5, then close the entire trade or trail your stops if you want to. So you can see that we just won these 2 trades in a row really easy. So alright, so the market actually started from this point. This is where the main move happened, and market started moving rapidly fast, and it broke past the 200 EMA line. And yeah, so at this point we looked for an entry. This is just a 2 candlestick body pullback. So this is actually where the pullback happened. So let me draw my Fibonacci retracement tool from this point straight down to where the move started happening. Alright, so this is where the move actually got to and started. This is 1 2 3 4 5 bodies, and we saw this engulfing candlestick, and you can see the 50 zone. Like I said, if it's above, then as you can see the 61.8 zone is above, which is not good. That is totally out of our league. So now we're seeing the entry at the 50 zone. All right, so what is the ATL of this candlestick? A 49. and a 1 to 1.5, and you can see after it gets to a 1 to 1, then you move your stops to break even, and 1 to 1.5, and trail your stops if you want to. So if you had traded your stop, you could have maybe covered in all this move, an 11 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, this is basically how I trade. Like, this is one of my strategies I use in trading. So it's really nothing like fancy or special, guys. So you can do this by yourself. You can trade like this yourself if you want to, but I recommend you trading with risk management because no strategy works 100% of the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found value in this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Leave a comment on what video you want to see next, and I'll try my best to make that video. Okay guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Stay XO.